Open your eyes. Take a look where you are right now. Maybe it isn't perfect, right? The failures after trying, the lack of return after your efforts, the pressure you feel in this moment, and the sense that tomorrow might not get any better. I know it doesn't looking good, but trust me, it's not that bad either. Yeah, not that good, but not that bad. You can still take control and make things better. Let's make a bet. In 3 seconds, you'll still be here. See? You just controlled the future of 3 seconds. Now you only need to extend that control a little longer, until you can handle everything within a single day, and 1 week later, nothing will feel so unpredictable anymore. No matter when unexpected things happen, you are always moving within your own rhythm. You finish one phase from zero, then begin the next phase from zero again. Some people have good days and bad days. Some can stay energetic for a while. Some disappear from time to time, and sometimes they never show up again. Except for a few who are naturally gifted and can maintain a high level of energy every day, most people simply cycle through their own discipline patterns. Coming back to zero again doesn't mean failure or falling behind. I know many people go through a harsh reset. Assets truly hitting zero, losses going negative, tragedies woven into their stories. I won't deny that these things happen often. But hey, you're still breathing. You survived. You didn't collapse completely. It might take some time to figure out where the next cycle should begin, but everything will be okay. During this time, doubts will slip in. That's all right. It's completely normal. Your body is just trying to protect you, preventing you from being hurt the way you were before. It's simply that you and your body understand danger differently. Trust me, if you were truly heading the wrong way, you would know it with absolute certainty. All you need is good rest, enough to restore the energy required to stand again where you're meant to stand. When people stand at the foot of a mountain, looking up they have never climbed, no one ever asks them whether they are willing to start from zero. No one gives them an easy starting point. One day you just simply wake up and realize this is your reality. As for whether you move forward, most people first look at whether they have money, connections, a plan, or a safety net. If you have all that, then it's not really a mountain. All you truly have is yourself and the decisions you make. You can accept that this is your entire story, or you can refuse to let it become your fate. Most people choose acceptance. Nothing feels more natural than going with the flow. They look at where they stand, then look at where they wish they were, and they begin to calculate. They calculate the distance, measure the gap, list every reason why that gap can never be closed, and then they stop. They spend a lifetime constructing the identity of someone who never had a chance. That identity becomes a prison without bars, a comfortable, familiar zone where no risk is required, because they have already convinced themselves that the risk is not worth it. But you are not most people. There is something in you that refuses to compromise. People think having nothing simply means nothing. Nothing means poverty. Nothing means failure, because their perspective is fixed. They do not add action, time, or willpower into the equation. You do. What you see is that nothing is potential and possibility. When you look up at the mountain, you can see a path. Not an easy or certain one, but still a path. And this difference in perspective is everything. It is the line that separates those who break out from nothing from those who stay trapped where they are, barely getting by. There is something about starting from zero. It is not the disadvantage they make it out to be. When you have nothing, you have nothing to lose. No reputation to protect, no image to maintain. You are free to fail, free to try, free to do things that people who already have something don't dare to do. That freedom widens your possibilities, and that is your advantage at the beginning. But most people never use it. They are too busy feeling ashamed of their nothing. too eager to prove they were destined to fail, and too quick to comfort themselves that not trying was the right choice all along. They never realized that nothing is the perfect starting point. It always is. You begin only when you have nothing. You move closer when the goal is far. You fight when you get closer. You struggle when you're in the arena. That is the meaning. The first step from nothing to something is not strategy. It is determination. You must decide to believe that where you stand now is only temporary, that your current address does not define your destination, that the environment you were born into cannot summarize your trajectory. Your determination must be strong enough to let this belief take root, deep, hidden, unshakable, strong enough to make giving up impossible. This is not easy, because at certain moments in your future, giving up will seem perfectly reasonable, even tempting. It will whisper in your ear every day, reminding you, none of this effort matters. Accept your reality. Go back to the place where nothing hurt. If your determination is not stronger than those whispers, you will quit. It's that simple. Most people think they want success. They don't. What they truly want is the life that success brings. Wealth, comfort, safety, respect, and the feeling of finally being someone who matters. But success is pain disguised as glory. It means waking earlier than everyone else, working when others relax, sacrificing what you could enjoy now to earn what you truly want later. Most people cannot do this, and cannot even think that far ahead. They want the reward without the price, the transformation without the pain, the results without the process. So staying exactly where they are, that becomes the destiny of the majority. They say, I tried, it didn't work. If they say this, then they never truly tried. They never stopped comparing themselves to the option of quitting. They didn't have the belief required to endure every setback. Starting from zero means you will stay unknown for a long time. You will work harder than everyone around you, while seeing no immediate return. You will quietly build your future while the world around you lives loudly. You will pour in countless hours, countless days, countless months into something that might not succeed. And during this time, people will judge you. They will call you obsessed, unrealistic, delusional. And they're not wrong. You are delusional because you are choosing to believe in a version of yourself that does not exist yet. And you are working toward a future that has no proof. But that delusion is exactly the fuel you need to move forward. Reality belongs to those who accept where they are. Delusion belongs to those who create where they are going. You will fail more times than you will ever succeed. Let me be clear. Your first outreach will be ignored. Your second project will be taken advantage of. Your third proposal will be rejected. Countless attempts will lead nowhere. Each failure will sting. It will make you doubt, make you believe you are the exception to success. In those moments, everyone makes a choice. Some take failure as proof that they should quit, but you won't. You will treat failure as data, as experience, as feedback. Signals that show you which paths don't work, guiding you closer to the one that does. You welcome what failure teaches. You see what others cannot. From 0 to 1 was never meant to be a straight line, and it shouldn't be. Even if you choose to remain in hardship, even if you have nothing, even if you have less than nothing, you always have the choice to begin again. You're not changing direction. You're continuing to be who you are meant to be. No more fear of starting from zero. You move through certain setbacks. You walk toward uncertain outcomes. How could life possibly hold you back? That is life's problem to solve. Your only concern is whether today surpasses yesterday. Courage connects to strength, and the world lays itself at your feet. Go. Everything radiant begins in darkness. Everything extraordinary is forged in the ordinary. And every time you show up where you are meant to be, you are shining. Get up and go.